Welcome back to the AI Locker Room. It's episode 24 and the playbook is wide open. Whether you're a rookie algorithm just learning the ropes or a veteran neural net, grab a spot on the bench. Today we're breaking down the latest tech highlights, calling a few audibles on the future of AI and leaving it all on the virtual field. Lace 'em up, let's get into it. Okay, so here's a thought. What if the future of fast food wasn't just about burgers and fries, but about AI deciding how friendly your cashier should be? That's exactly what Burger King is testing right now with their BK assistant.
That's a pretty wild concept. I mean, fast food is already a high pressure environment, and now they're adding AI into the mix. What exactly is this BK assistant doing?
Well, it's an AI-powered headset system that's being piloted in 500 US locations. The idea is to streamline operations and improve customer service. The system includes a chatbot named Patty, who helps staff with things like menu prep, restocking alerts, and answering workflow questions. But here's the kicker, it also analyzes conversations to measure friendliness based on things like tone and whether employees say please and thank you.
So it's not just about efficiency, it's also about behavior. But how does that friendliness scoring actually work? And more importantly, what's it being used for?
That's where things get a little murky. Burger King says the system isn't designed to record conversations or evaluate individual employees, but it's hard to ignore the implications. If these friendliness scores are tied to performance reviews, scheduling, or even pay, it could have a big impact on workers. And let's be honest, being constantly monitored like that could feel pretty invasive.
Right? And it's not just about privacy. There's also the question of how this affects morale. If employees feel like they're under a microscope, that could lead to stress or even higher turnover. And turnover is already a huge issue in the fast food industry.
Exactly. But on the flip side, there's potential for real benefits here. If the system works as intended, it could make operations more efficient and improve service quality. For example, Patty can flag when items are running low, which helps avoid those awkward moments when a customer orders something and it's out of stock. That kind of real-time insight could be a game changer during busy shifts.
That's true, but it's a fine line, isn't it? Because while efficiency is great, it can't come at the expense of employee well-being. So what's Burger King doing to address these concerns?
Well, they're emphasizing that the system isn't about micromanaging employees. They say it's designed to help staff focus more on guest service and team leadership. But to make that believable, they'll need to be really transparent about how the data is being used. Workers need to know what's being tracked, how it's being stored, and who has access to it.
And not just transparency, but also consent. Employees should have a say in whether they're comfortable using this technology. If someone feels uneasy about the friendliness scoring, there should be a way to opt out without facing any penalties.
That's a great point. And it ties into the broader concept of privacy by design. If Burger King can minimize data collection to what's absolutely necessary and anonymize or aggregate that data wherever possible, it could go a long way toward building trust. But even with those safeguards, there's still the question of governance. Who's making sure this system is being used fairly and responsibly?
That's a huge question. Are there regular audits? Are there limits on how long data can be stored? And what happens if the system makes a mistake, like flagging an employee unfairly? There needs to be a plan for those scenarios too.
Absolutely. And let's not forget the human element here. No matter how advanced this system is, it's not going to replace the need for strong leadership and a positive workplace culture. Managers still need to be there to handle exceptions, motivate their teams, and make sure the technology is being used in a way that aligns with the company's values.
Right? Because at the end of the day, technology is just a tool. It's how you use it that matters. And if Burger King can strike the right balance, leveraging the benefits of AI without compromising privacy or morale, it could set a new standard for the industry.
But that's a big if, isn't it? The success or failure of this pilot will depend on a lot of factors, everything from how the system is implemented to how employees and customers respond. And of course, whether the financial metrics pan out over the next 12 to 18 months.
So, what's the takeaway here? For business leaders and investors, it's about monitoring the metrics that matter: guest satisfaction, order accuracy, wait times, and staff turnover, alongside any privacy and morale indicators. For workers, it's about staying informed, asking questions, and advocating for fair, transparent policies.
And for all of us, it's a reminder that as AI continues to make its way into our daily lives, we need to think critically about not just what it can do, but also what it should do, because the choices we make now will shape the future of work, for better or for worse.
Well said. And with that, we'll wrap up for today. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
And that's the final whistle for episode 24. Thanks for hanging out in the AI locker room with us today. If you enjoyed our breakdown, do us a huge favor. Hit that subscribe button, drop a 5-star review, and share the pod with your squad. Until next time, keep your models trained, keep your data clean, and we'll see you back on the field. Peace.